Nancy Pelosi was asked if perhaps it's time for new Democratic leadership because current Democratic leadership is stale and has been there for a long time, so really old, and has seen the loss of over 1,000 seats since Obama took office. Over 1,000 seats! That's such a failure, it's hard to put into words just how much of a failure it is. And her answer was pretty much as poor as it gets. Let's watch.
Ask you this. There were 4 special House elections this spring in which there were Republican seats that were open because they took jobs in the Trump administration. Let me finish. In the Trump administration. And you lost all 4 of them. Some of your own Democratic colleagues in the House say part of the problem is that you and your leadership team are frankly too old. And the question I have is, do Democrats need new leaders with new ideas?
Well, let me just say this. Self-promotion is a terrible thing, but somebody's got to do it.
Exactly.
And I think that in the situation that we are in, I am a master legislator. I know the budget to the nth degree. I know the motivation of people. I respect the people who are in Congress. I think this is a great moment for those of us who understand what is at stake with the Affordable Care Act, what our possibilities are in terms of working together with the Republicans, as has been our experience in the past. So I feel very confident about the support I have in my caucus. I have never not been opposed within my caucus, and it had nothing to do with the 4. Suppose you became president and you were a Democrat, and you appointed your cabinet, one from San Francisco, one from Berkeley, one from Brooklyn, one from Santa Monica. Do you think that the Republicans could have ever won those seats? Okay. These seats were not seats.
I've got 30 seconds, and the question is, what are the chances Democrats win back the House in 2018, and if so, will you run for Speaker?
That's so unimportant. What is important is that we have the lively debate on a better deal. Better pay, better jobs, and a better future. And that's what we look forward to having. And we have unity in our party. You saw it with the fight on the Affordable Care Act in the House and in the Senate. We're very proud of the fact that our party has diverse thinking in it. We can accommodate that.
Leader Pelosi, thank you. Thanks for coming in. Please come back.
Thank you. My pleasure. It's nice to be with you. And thank you for being a guardian of our democracy.
I don't think it's possible to get more out of touch than Nancy Pelosi is. You're supposed to be a Democratic leader. You're on Fox News in the lion's den. And you're talking about, thank you for being a guardian of our democracy. Is that something that most Democrats feel about Fox News? Is that something that's accurate? Look, Chris Wallace is one of the better hosts on Fox News. That's like being the tallest kid in kindergarten. It doesn't mean dick. I mean, it is a propaganda network through and through. And thank you for being a guardian of our democracy. No, it's horrendous corporate media. But this is the problem with Nancy Pelosi. She's so incredibly out of touch. And she's so stuck in that Washington bubble. Let's break down a whole bunch of the things that she said here. So when she's asked, hey, look, Democratic leadership's kind of old, you've had nothing but failures, so maybe it's time for a change. She says, I'm a master legislator. Am I talking to Trump here? Because that's what Trump... Look, let me just tell you, believe me, I'm a master legislator, one of the best legislators, incredible. I have to tell you. I mean, that's what that sounds like. It's all like bombast and just filling the room with a false sense of confidence. How can you be fucking confident? The Democrats lost 1,000 seats under your leadership. You lost to a guy who had a 60% unfavorability rating on election day. The Democratic candidate did. I'm a master legislator. I lose all the time, sure, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm a master legislator. I'm out of touch with over 80% of my party wants Medicare for all. I didn't sign on to the Medicare for all bill. But I'm a master legislator. God damn it, she's so horrendously out of touch. Then, she goes on. From there, she pivots to, oh, we can't wait to work together with the Republicans. That's what you've been doing all along, and you've gotten your ass handed to you on a silver platter. Because you want to meet the Republicans halfway, and the Republicans are crazy, So you're saying, let's compromise and I'll be half crazy. I mean, look at the Republican proposals on healthcare were so outside of the realm of debate. But she's like, oh yeah, I'm sure we could work together. She sent a letter to Mitch McConnell after the failure of Trump care and the Obamacare repeal. And she said to them, oh, I'm sure we could work together and find some common ground and I think I like some of the provisions in Trump care. Are you fucking kidding? That bill cut $800 billion from Medicaid. It gives everybody in the top 0.1% an extra $200,000 a year. It's a giant tax cut to the rich. It makes it so that about 50 million people are uninsured by the end of 10 years. So you have a bill, it gets rid of the protections for pre-existing conditions. Makes it states can determine to opt into that or not, and of course all the Republican states would not opt into it. So there's no good in it. There's no good in it. Obamacare was already the compromise. It was originally a right-wing proposal. But now the Republicans look at Obamacare and they go, ooh, a big bad dirty Democrat touched it, so we hate that. Now our proposal is off the fucking spectrum, way off to the right of free market something, and our reform actually hurts people and kicks them off of their insurance. And you say, oh, I'd love to meet you halfway for that too. What? I'm like Little John. What? Okay. No, but that's crazy. And that's so out of touch with everybody in her own party, never mind the country. Trump care had a 16% favorability rating, and you'll say, I'll meet you halfway? No, this is not an issue where you meet somebody halfway. It's like saying, hey, let's go to another needless war against a country that didn't attack us. And Nancy Pelosi's like, sure, I'll meet you halfway. Maybe not a full all-out war, but maybe airstrikes? God, just so stupid, so deep in that Washington bubble. And then, what happens at the end? Classic corporate Democrat move. Trip over your own bullshit talking points. You know, Chris, what we're here to do is we're here to talk about a better deal, better pay, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's, better jobs. Yeah. That doesn't mean anything. What concrete policy goals are you for, Nancy? She can't say it because she's not for them. She's not for Medicare for all. She's not for free college. She's not for ending the wars. She's not for a New Deal to make our infrastructure A+ instead of D+. She's not for legalizing marijuana and ending the drug war. So she can't give you specific because she's not for those things. So instead she gives vague cliches and platitudes that she wants to dupe you into thinking are policies. A better deal, better pay, better jobs, something. And then the total lie at the end, there's unity in our party. Because we defeated Trump care. Well, wait a second. You just said you wanted to work with the Republicans on a health care bill. So obviously there's not unity because the party goes, no way, we're totally against it. Regular people, the base of the party, not a chance, we're 100% against it. And you go, yeah, let me jump in front of that parade. We're against it, we're against it. Anyway, are we behind closed doors? Republicans, here, let me write you a letter saying I'm willing to work with you on health care. Which is it, Nancy? Which is it? I want to work with them, or oh, we're totally against it and we're unified. And by the way, that ain't enough. It's not enough to say, oh, we're against something. So? That doesn't mean it. Oh, well, you're against it. Yay, wow. What are you for? What are you for? There's not unity in the party because there's corporate Democrats like you who say, I don't know, we'll keep Obamacare as is or meet the Republicans halfway and that'll be our healthcare reform. And there's people who actually focus on policy and care about making the country better and they say Medicare for all is the answer and we're pushing for that. You're not even for Medicare for all. Could you imagine over 80% of the party is in favor of it and the leader of the fucking party is like, yeah, no, I'm not on board with it. Well then, get the fuck out. You're not a leader. You're not a leader. That's like somebody is the head coach of the Patriots, but they start making plays that help the Bengals. And they go give the Bengals, like, here's our play, what we're going to do now. People are like, what the fuck? So you're not the head coach of the Patriots anymore. Be gone. She's like, no, I am the head coach of the Patriots, but here, let me tell you how I'm not in favor of what would be good for the Patriots. There is no unity. There will be no unity with corporate Democrats. You're the problem in the party. You're why the party keeps losing. We want to win. Not only do we want to win, we want to get real populist left policies into place. So if you stand in the way of that which you do, then get the fuck out of the way. Get out of the way. You know, she used this argument recently when she was asked, hey, look, come on, isn't it time to, like, step aside? She goes, no, look, under the system that we're in, I'm the best to lead the party. Because the donors love me. She actually said that. Yeah, Nancy, that's the goddamn problem. The donors love me. Yeah, because you sell out the most. Could you imagine being a leader in a system where the person who sells out the most makes it to the top, and then bragging about it? But deep down she actually knows that that's wrong, because she went on to say in that same statement, unfortunately, that's the system we have. So in other words, yeah, look, I know the system's fucked up and it needs fundamental reform and I shouldn't be leading the party, but I'm going to say, hey, in this current system, I should lead it because everything's corrupt and I sell out the most, so I should lead it. No. No. We're going to fundamentally change that system, whether or not you agree to do it. And that's what Justice Democrats are about. Our candidates take no corporate money, no PAC money, only small dollar donations from regular people, and we make a point of saying, hey, we're not sold out. So therefore, they get to stand up for Medicare for all. They get to stand up for free college. They get to fight for the people. Go to justicedemocrats.com/fight and donate to help our candidates, because we need it. Because they're principled, and when you're principled, you pay a price with our rotten, disgusting system. So you need to lift our candidates up on your shoulders and carry them into the end zone. We got to get rid of these corporate Democrats. These corporate Democrats are the worst, and they will lead to perpetual losses, as they already have.